compliments my fly. And when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine.
Music licensing reimagined.
I got a girl that compliments my fly. And when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine. My one time for the one time.
Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's laughing so hard?
Because I was clearing my throat and you hit unmute.
Oh, no. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? Appreciate y'all for being here for another episode. So, you know,
sound like a grown ass man clearing my throat.
Yeah, man. But what's up, y'all, man? Appreciate everybody for checking in with us and tuning in for another show. I haven't seen this video, so this is my wife idea.
You never see the video.
Yeah, sometimes I do. But yeah, especially this one, I haven't seen it. So this is going to be, I'm going to give my first reaction to it. Did you watch the whole thing or you just watched a part of it?
I watched part of it.
All right, cool. So there's going to be some new reactions for her too as well. So I appreciate you guys for always coming and support. And thank you guys for being here for another show, man. So, and let us know in the comments some of the things y'all would like us to do or change or anything like that. You know what I mean? We're open to opinions and just trying to make a better show for you guys. So, all right, you go ahead and do your
you
thing.
You could change this shirt.
There ain't nothing wrong with this shirt. Come on, man.
JSU now. I'm playing.
Nah, I don't be caring about this shit. But go ahead. Do your intro.
So I'm Lady Di. That's my husband, James. We are dating to marriage support. You may have seen me on some shows that are on TV, some podcasts. I do that from time to time. I used to do it kind of full time, and now I do it sometime as a guest appearance. And my husband does it sometimes, not as much as me though. Yeah, so that's why I always say I'm Lady Di. This is my husband, James, because most of you guys know me and not him. But we are live every Saturday at this time. So thanks for being here. But before we get started, I wanted to talk about, I had made a poll on our community tab. If you don't know what the community tab is, definitely after this live, go on the tab that says community, and I put polls there for you to vote on. So what I asked, I think yesterday, was who is the main person basically causing issues in the relationship for them to fail? So I only put two choices only because it's either one or the other, men or women.
And you put neither too.
And then I put neither, but I didn't put both. Yeah. So some of you guys were voting both. Yeah. No, you have to pick one or the other because it's one main person. You can't have two people being the main person. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's one main person. So who is the top person or the main person that causes issues in the relationship for them to fail? Men, women, or neither? So I'm gonna ask you.
No, but also too, this is a great question, right? So I would say in today's time, so it depends on the generation, right? So many other generations, you might probably have a different answer. But I think it's because of the training that we're now receiving about relationships and different things like that. I would say in today's time, it's the women, because what I'm hearing on the internet, when I'm talking to girls at work or women at work or different things, it's hard for them to understand men, right? So if it's hard for y'all to understand, that's of course y'all gonna make a lot more mistakes because y'all can't understand what we want, right? So if y'all not giving us what we want, that means y'all gonna making the mistakes. So and then the things that women want is unreasonable in today's time, right? So they want every man to make six figures. So if every man makes six figures, that means six figures is not nothing. So that means you're gonna want a man to make 200,000 now, or more than just six figures. So.
Let's slow down because that's a different point. So the first point you made is because what was it? Oh, women don't know what men want. Yeah. But what if a lady says you don't know what she wants? Then what?
That's a lie. That's like it's simple. Like we know what y'all want.
So okay. So what do women want? Then if that's the case.
Nigga, I'm married. Nigga, like I already.
No, I'm saying for the viewers.
All right, so it depends on the woman, right?
Like some of you guys think this. Like, what is it that
most
you guys
women
think?
want, in the general sense, they want somebody to take care of them. They want somebody to respect them, somebody to cherish them, and somebody to be with them through hard times and tough times, right? Somebody can teach them something. Somebody that's willing to go the extra mile to make sure they are in a good situation. You know what I'm saying? So That's what women want.
So okay, so let's break down. They want y'all to take care of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So how you think you should take care of a lady versus how she think you should take care of them is the problem.
Exactly.
So there's only one way to take care of somebody, which is shelter, right? Pot to piss in. These are old, but pot to piss in, right? There's so many different avenues on how to take care of somebody, but it's only one type. What women are doing today is it has to be a certain category of how you take care of them. What's up, Ricky? He says, don't forget long. You forgot that. Yeah, that's very important.
Hey,
Miss Morris, thanks for being here as well.
I don't know.
But we got to talk about that because this is the issue. Yeah. You're saying, okay, provide. Okay, women, they're like, provide how? They want you to tell them how you're going to do it. Because they don't want a certain, some women just want a certain lifestyle. So how you provide versus how she wants to be provided is the issue. Mm-hmm. So that's where the conversation needs to be going on. Yeah. No one is really talking about that. They're just saying, oh, women are saying you're not fit. You can't provide for me because you don't make this amount of money. Yeah. So that's where I'm saying, instead of just telling a man that he can't do something, how about you guys talk about what he can do? You can't tell a man what he can't do because you don't know everything about the guy. You don't know what his goals and aspirations are. Right now, he could be, I'm going to work at the UPS store, right? Making his earnings there. But back, in his head, he knows he wants to open up, let's say, a restaurant one day. I'm just saying, we're talking about business. You want to open up something one day, and then that will make his revenue go up some more. You don't know the goals that men have. You're just looking at what's in front of you. Oh, they can't provide for me. That's not a fair thing for you to say.
And I kind of tell y'all a situation, right? So my mom had got a divorce and stuff like that, right? It was three boys in the house and stuff like that. And a lot of the things that a lot of the women are looking for today, even the women with kids, they looking for the 6-figure and all that. They wasn't looking for that back then. So that's why more men was willing to be stepdads, right? So because they was like, all right, you just want, you want a stable person, stable income, and you're going to submit to me. My mom ironed his clothes. My mom did all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 kids of his own too as well, and it was a blended family. So it was more willing to, all right, I understand you're single, you're a divorced woman, you know what I'm saying? You're coming out of marriage and stuff like that. You got all this 3 boys. I remember we was trying to run him out the house when he first came. We was trying to fight him and stuff like that. I think I was like 4 years old or something like that, trying to fight him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because my older brother, he was 4 years older than me. He was like, hey, we got another man coming into the house. So when he comes, we're going to attack him. So as soon as he came in, we up there fighting him and doing all that type of stuff, right? That would have ran a lot of men away. But to him, he understands she was a great woman. You know what I mean? So if you're in a situation like that, you're going to have to make sure you're not requesting that 6 figures and all this dumb shit that these other women are doing. So that make you a great candidate for a man that's just like, all right, cool. You made some mistakes or you picked this guy, this shit didn't work out. All right, cool. I'm going to be more willing to be with you in a situation like that.
Because you're not supposed to put price on the amount that you love someone. And that's a saying, but I firmly believe that that's not how you determine if you're going to love somebody, because when that money is gone, or it's gone temporarily, things happen, people lose their jobs, situations change. Maybe someone got sick in the family and they don't have the proper insurance, so you're dodging thousands of, you just never know what can happen. You have to always be ready. But when those times come, okay, so you're going to leave him because, you may not have as much, you know what I'm saying? So it's called working together. You got to work together in all aspects.
Submit to my service. Hey man, it's facts, man, because a lot of times we don't want to be under that man's leadership, right? But you want a man to lead. And that's the most confusing shit I've heard in my life. You want a man to lead, but you don't want to listen to him when he's trying to lead.
My thing
makes no sense.
It's like me going to a job. I just got hired and I don't like the way they're doing their business. So I come in there and change every damn thing. Now, throwing suggestions, yes. Hey, can you implement this? Can you implement that? I've done that before. And it depends on how good I am able to pitch what I'm saying. They will go through it, go with it, right? But you can't come into somebody's establishment and think that you're about to have your way.
Exactly.
So as a leader, since that's the word that we're using, That's how it is. A man is the leader, your protector. So you have to like basically trust that he's going to be able to put you guys in the right situation. Exactly. Understand that he is doing it for him too. Like y'all keep forgetting about the man. Yeah. He is leading himself into the right path. Nice. Providing you pick the right guy. Yeah. Okay, let's not talk about all guys. The right guy, you have to trust that he's going to lead himself right. Exactly. And this is where I think some women are missing that part. Y'all always talking about y'all that's selfish. What about him? Mm-hmm. You think he want to be in that predicament? Hell no.
Let's be real, because if he fails, right, everybody's going to blame him, right? But if you fail doing something, they still going to blame him. So at the end of the day, it's still going to be his fault. So if I told my wife when we first got together, right, when we was dating and stuff, I was telling her, I was like, yo, like, no matter what, the blame is going to be on me. So no matter what happened, the decision is going to come through me. So you can tell me all the great stuff, and then I can implement that shit, whatever, right? I can tell you, hey, I don't think it's going to work because of this and this and that. And then you come back and say, well, what you about this, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. It makes sense. All right, we can go that way. But the final decision got to come through me because I'm going to get blamed anyway, regardless.
I never really learned that. You know, I never knew. Yeah. But I understood what he was saying because they're always going to look at the most, like the protector. Like, why didn't you protect my daughter or whatever the case is? They are going to come to them and they're not going to come to me and be like, well, what did you do?
Exactly. Hey, what's up, Travel One? What's going on? And we got my boy Blaze, man. Appreciate it.
What's up, Blaze, for always stopping by as well. Yeah, Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
So let's get right into it. I came across this video with Candace Owens on Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit still has their podcast going on. And what I like about their podcast is that they bring women off the street, basically.
Damn. The street. Yeah.
Women who are interested and women off the street, literally, right? Yeah. But I like it because it's just showing the women that's out there that are single. Most of those girls are single, right? They're single going on there. So it's just for, you know, since we are dating to marriage support, right? We're trying to support the ones who are single and looking. You have to understand what's out there. Now, just because these are the girls that's on their show don't mean all women think like this. But it gives us a general idea, like, this is what's going on. This is what women are following, right? Especially if they have a lot of viewers, mostly men are watching. But they're expecting, you know, they're looking for the same thing. So just wanted to bring it out and talk about the video. The video is very interesting. Candace Owens is on there. She's a married lady with kid. And she, you know, spits her knowledge and stuff as well. So let's get into it.
Let's get in and see what's up. Hey,
what's up, Prototype? How you doing?
He said women want food and entertainment.
Food.
Hey, that was. I promise you, boy.
We not doing nothing unless we talking about food. I don't care where we're going. It could be any extravagant place. Tell me where we eating at. If you ain't got that set up.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so let's get straight into it, y'all. I think we're right here.
You said that you got into the industry when you were 18. When you got into the industry at 18, was a man your party back then? Or did it shift once you became 27?
No, it shifted once I became 27.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so let me rewind that one more time.
She said, I didn't get it.
Okay. You said that you got into the industry when you were 18. When you got into the industry at 18, was a man your party back then? Or did it shift once you became?
So before she got into the industry, did she ever want a man? Like, was that her priority?
Okay.
Because she's in the industry now.
Yeah.
So you know when you get in the industry, or especially for a lady like this, your mind on wanting a man is like out the door because you're focused on your goals of whatever you're doing.
All right, thanks.
Became 27.
No, it shifted once I became 27.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Let's keep going.
What about you? You said a man is number one. Was it always your priority, or did it become your priority recently?
I think it's always been my priority, but never had good luck with men.
Is it because you chose wrong, you think? Yeah, you chose wrong.
I didn't choose wrong. Like, when I was younger, I just...
So you didn't choose young when you was younger. So that means you did those dudes wrong when you was younger. So now you reaping the benefits of, you reaping what you sowing for what you did to those guys, right? So let's be real.
I just let people have my body when I was younger, so then it just like led me down that road.
Let's hear her whole story. Let's hear her out. Let's hear her out.
Right.
Wait,
Not being
you let them have your
serious.
body? Yeah, like fucking.
Like sex.
Yeah, sex. Wait, you
Definitely get that.
you just let them have your body?
Ain't your mind.
Fresh, come on, man.
She belongs to the streets.
Go.
You mean like hookup culture?
Right.
Yeah, like hooking
When I
up
was
with a lot
younger,
of
like when
guys.
Tinder first came out, I think I was like 16 years old, trying to find a boyfriend.
On Tinder?
Yeah, I grew up in a very small town in Michigan.
What
so-
happened to high school?
You grew up in a small
Right.
town.
What happened to high school?
Yeah, like you got dudes at your school. Come on,
She ain't
now.
like them.
Come on, you was trying to take somebody else. That's crazy.
Like I said, I grew up in a very small town.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
if
nigga,
you,
me too.
But that's the thing. If you grew up, no, not you.
No, I'm talking about.
But
like,
if you grew up in a small town, it should be easier.
my city, like 10,000 people.
And did you think like having sex with them would bring you a relationship, sort of a thing?
I just
Hookup
thought that's
culture?
like what you did, like
Yeah.
if you wanted to be in a relationship with somebody.
I don't think that's when you're 16, your brain's not developed, and I think a lot of young women think
Right.
that when they're young, and so I totally get that, especially with culture telling you all the time that.
That's the problem. Like that shouldn't be what she's thinking about. The parents are not teaching her.
Yeah.
You could go outside and they could say a whole bunch of bullshit, but what are your parents laying down the ground rules? So society shouldn't be teaching kids, but it is though, and that's where that's why I don't get that. Why are we letting society raise these kids? Yes, they are going to be influenced by the society, but they should still have that baseline.
And you got to give your kids a choice, right? So when my oldest son, I show him different people. All right, do you want to live this lifestyle or you want to live like how I'm living? And you can see the mistakes that these people are making and show them like, hey, this is what they did and this is what happened to them. Do you want to be like this or would you want to be like me or people that's doing better than me, right? So you have to show them so they can understand, all right, cool, this is bad and this is what it leads to, rather than just saying, hey, this is bad. Because they're going to be like, all right, this is bad. Okay, whatever, Dad. You don't know stuff. Things are new now. It's okay. You can vape and all this bullshit that they doing now and stuff like that, whatever. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Ricky says most women can't handle having options. Too prone to making the wrong choices.
Facts, man. Hey, what's up, my brother Prototype?
Hey, what's up?
It said 75% single parent home. Yeah, man. That's what comes. The parents don't have time to raise their kids because they have to work. And this is the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going out so much, you got to make some sacrifices. And you got to get with somebody that can help you out. Sometimes my wife be like, hey, baby. But sometimes my wife be like, hey, baby, I'm tired. I don't want to give the baby a shower. Or can you help me take a shower? If you ask me to help you bathe the kids, I just do the shit myself. Because that you just basically telling me you overwhelmed right now. So let me just take that load off you. But a lot of people, because they're in the damn single parent homes, they ain't got nobody to help them take the load off them and stuff like that. So
I don't know, like as a single parent, I don't know how some people do it. Like,
yeah, man.
Me and him are together. We take care of our kids together, but it's still a lot of work.
Exactly.
I'm like, imagine, I used to live in a space where it was single parent. So just seeing that, it was just me though.
Yeah, man.
But we have a lot of kids, but I don't know how people are doing that.
In fact, she basically just said that she let the entire town run through it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I live in a small town. Like you still got people there. Like
so that's what she's saying. So let's break it down what she's saying. Because she let dudes run through her, ain't that many dudes left for her to be with.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
And
she went through everybody.
And everybody in her little small town is like, well, I can't fuck with you. So I gotta go out.
Yeah.
At 16. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, do this, and maybe he'll want you. How old were you when you had a child?
I had her when I was 20.
Okay, so quite young.
Yeah.
And was that a long-term relationship leading up to it, or?
So I met him when I was a stripper. So he met me at the strip club when I was like just getting off drugs. And so I was like looking for a way.
Honestly, she did pretty good to have a child at 20. I'm thinking she was going to say like 16, 17.
God damn.
She held it, but I'm saying that's still crazy. Like her lifestyle, and then she had a child. I hope she know who the dad is. How she was moving. Maybe she was on Maury before.
It's crazy, man. It's a sad story.
It is.
Yeah, I was staying in like a drug house and everything.
Yeah. What drugs? What drug were you addicted to?
Cocaine.
Okay.
So, and he was a pimp. I like found out after like he took me out to eat or whatever that he was a pimp. So I stuck with him for.
How bad does this damn story get? Like, god damn.
I mean, she already said pimp.
Put it right there. Put it up there. Damn. This is crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
A couple weeks like staying in a hotel, and then like I got put on probation, so like he was still the only person like paying for my phone bill and stuff like that, so I just stuck with him. And then like later on he just told me like he loved me and he wanted me to be his girlfriend, so I was just like, okay. And this is when I was 19. So.
Yeah, so you were very young. Did you grow up with a dad in your house?
My dad died when I was 11.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Damn, see? And this is what's going on. This is what happens to a lot of people, man. Because a lot of these situations are not going to get better because of these type of situations. Like my mom was divorced and all that type of stuff. She made sure to get a man with some morals and some dignity and
with kids.
Yeah, and that can
that's
teach
how
us
you
stuff.
know. A man with kids that are taking care of their kids. That's how you really know.
Yeah.
If you have them. So.
Yeah, man, he was a pimp and all this type of stuff, and she's on cocaine. So she was gonna fail regardless. So it's crazy, man.
And then with me in my house, like my parents divorced, but my mom didn't have no man in the house because she was afraid of, the wrong man, the wrong man coming in. And she was scared. You just never know. People could come show face and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be a good stepdad, and I'm gonna be a good to you. And she was just in fear. So that that could have saved me too. Whoever was around her, you never know.
Yeah, man. Hey, Ricky said they don't do it seriously, Tony. He said that's the truth of it. Single parents aren't parent correctly; they just getting lucky sometimes, and that's a fact, man. That is a fact because it's like even in our situation, right? I can kind of talk about it a little bit because our roof was coming in and all type of shit that was happening to us. When I was a young age and stuff like that. And when he came into the house, the whole dynamic changed. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing a lot of, feminist stuff, at a young age because I'm watching my mom, right? I was putting my towel over my chest and because I was looking at what my mom did when he came in, he was like, no, put it over your waist. So it's like the small things that a man brings into your household, especially for boys. So my mom had all boys. And that made us become the men that we are today. And all of us are productive men because of her picking the right man to come into our life. So that shit is serious, man. So if y'all are single moms, I'm not bashing you or none of that shit like that, right? But make sure you get you a good man and make sure you're not acting like these dumbass women talking about this 6-figure bullshit. Like that shit is off the table. Most women are not gonna get that shit. So why the fuck you think you gonna get it?
And then
it's crazy.
Yeah. This is sad.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, no, there's a very clear pipeline that happens, and I think it's actually really great that you're sharing it because, the worst thing is when people pretend this is like an amazing lifestyle and it's like I had every option available to me.
I don't condone like girls doing OnlyFans or anything. Like I do it, but like I just do it because it allows and it also allows me to be like a full-time. I am a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
No child support, no benefits, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like it allowed me to stop prostituting because like obviously I was like a prostitute. So
I'm really grateful.
Remember, she's the lowest of the lowest at this point. She was with a pimp, had a baby, and she has to get off the street. So if OnlyFans is her only next best option because that's close to prostitution almost just online. So I'm not sure what she's showing, but I get based off of her lifestyle that is the next best solution for her. Unfortunately, but
this shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
Yeah. It's very sad.
I feel like you shared that. I think it takes a lot to talk about that. Like
no, for sure. And this
like
is why I like to come on like shows and stuff to spread like what I've been through and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Spread legs.
Okay. Well, I guess what would be like what would you tell your younger self now knowing what you know now?
Just wait to have sex. That's like the main thing. Just wait,
See that? So her saying that lets me understand that she understands what's actually going on. Yeah. She learned that this is what you're supposed to do to be a better lady, I should say.
Yeah.
So that's great that she said that.
A lot of people, man, they bash the word, the wisdom that they gave us in the scriptures and different places, But this is the reason why, because they seen what happened. They figured this out thousands of years ago, and they wrote it in a book so we can know this type of stuff, so we can be aware. But we just like, oh, we know better, and then fuck them and all that bullshit, rather than just actually listen to what they talking about. So it's crazy.
Get my priorities straight. I didn't really know how to deal with grief or anything like that. Like I started drinking when I was 11, started smoking weed when I was 11. Like right now I'm completely sober. This is the first time since 11 that I'm completely sober. So
that's so good for you. How long have you been sober? That's awesome.
3 years.
Yeah, man. And what Blaze said, man, it spread legs. This fool couldn't help himself. Yeah, man. And it was bad timing because, you know what I mean, when a person's telling a story like that, man, you can get so much wisdom from that person telling you, hey, what they messed up at and the things they did. Instead of, you know, it had to be a fucking joke. It was a terrible timing.
You don't have no grace for women.
Yeah, man. It's, you know what I mean? It's a time for that type of shit, man. That was terrible. Hey, what's up, Black Lexicon? He says, he said many females growing up are taught to love. Some males, if lucky, growing up learning responsibility. Damn.
Yeah, that's great. 3 years is a long time.
No, it is a long time.
You have it. You definitely have it. So stick with that.
Thanks.
I think what happens sometimes is a psychology element there is like when you grow up without a dad in the home, you are missing that affection. And so it sometimes transfers in the wrong way where you just want a man to give you affection.
Right.
And so, it totally makes sense listening to how you grew up.
I guess given your background and the things that you've been through and stuff like that, are your standards for men super high now, or are they a little bit? Are they lower? Are they?
I don't have like super high standards. Like I don't care about like how much he doesn't have to make a certain amount of money, how tall he is, blah 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 blah. Like obviously, I want there to be mutual attraction, but he doesn't have to be like the most handsome man on the planet or anything like that. So yeah, my standards. I'm just looking for like a respectable man. I know I have a lot of baggage.
But I think
that's
with
what's
her,
up. That's what's up, man.
I think the reason why she was into that life early is because her parents didn't have no money. So she probably was getting paid early to help feed herself, I think is what was going on. Because it seemed like maybe she was a genuine person, but she had to survive.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like the way she coming at it, she understands the things that, hey, you're in a messed up situation. Like even with me, right? When I was coming after I got out of my first marriage, I understand I had some baggage and different things like that. So I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, be throwing out, oh, I deserve this. No, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, hey, you got some shit with you. You got some stuff you got to work on. You got some things that another person that probably don't want to deal with. So you got to make sure they understand and you be respectful with that situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's we gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta do what we have to do in order to get the right people in our life, and being humble about your situation is the best way to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I said a translation: girls get pregnant early, boys don't give a darn, single parent. Yeah, man, I can see that.
That's off the jump.
Yeah, man, because it is what it is. They understand, and a lot of times they're gonna say it's not theirs because they don't want to get in trouble with their parents. So they're gonna say, well, the baby ain't come out of me, so it's not mine. Type of situation. Then you got these women lying too, saying that this child is this person is not. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys are stepping out of that shit.
Is that too? And then it's, to me, like if you had a child that had a child that had a child. So let's say you have a son and he got somebody pregnant. You know that he got the girl pregnant. Do you like it? No. But are you not going to go try to help your grandchild? It's still your grandchild at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I think that the parents are still not even trying to be there for their blood. And I think that's weird. No one wants that. No one wants a teenage pregnancy. They don't. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you cannot leave the child for dead. Like that is your child still. It just happened earlier. So I think that some parents need to take more responsibility of their family. Because the kid will be out there by himself. He did not ask to be here, but he or she is here. So
exactly. Hey, what's up, Marcus? What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, y'all get them likes up for us, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for all the people that did like it. You know what I mean? And tuning in to our show. Appreciate y'all.
I'm going to ask a very difficult question.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go there. Do you think you deserve a good man? Given the decisions that you've made in the past and the mistakes that you've made, do you think you deserve a good man?
I didn't for like a long time, but I think I still deserve a good man.
Yes.
People could change.
Yeah.
Of course they can. Thank you for sharing, by the way. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
How do you filter for sex though?
What
now,
you say?
how do you filter for sex nowadays?
For a long time, I was like really desensitized, to be honest. So like I took almost like a year of celibacy, and that helped a lot.
Got it. Okay.
All right. What about you? You also put. No,
You need a couple more goddamn years. God damn.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, it's sad, but it's good. The end result is good because there's people who would live that life forever, and then they be homeless on the street. So I'm glad that something is moving for her. But she does need to get some type of coping mechanism instead of going, because she could go back into that space. So she needs to figure out how to have better coping mechanisms because she has a child and you don't want your child to be like you. Yeah. So it's a lot more work she has to do, but she seems to be in the right path. Yeah. And that's all that it needs to be. Everybody's not going to have that best upbringing. Everybody's not going to have that best, past life. But what are you doing to change it? And that's what we're trying to get to.
And then to think about it, guys, like, even though she had that 1 year of celibacy, men are still going to frown upon that, because that means after that year, you still gave it up to somebody else that you're not with now. You know what I'm saying? So are you continuing on that celibacy path, or you just going to continue to spread your legs type of deal? So you're going to get back to your old habits. You know what I mean? That's kind of like me starting a diet. I've been on this diet for a whole year, but I was 300 pounds before that. You know what I'm saying? So now, am I going to just stop? You know, am I going to just stop and, go stop that diet and start that diet again after a year? You know what I mean? Shit, I'm confusing my damn self. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, you don't want to start the bullshit. You don't want to start the bullshit over and over again. So yeah, man, you gotta be careful with that shit. Yeah. Appreciate it. Mark is always coming with the love.
She's on only.
Oh, goddamn.
The ones that's paying that top dollar.
God damn.
She gonna do it to pay that light bill.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
She's struggling, so.
No, you put career first.
No, I put career first.
Why a career over a man for you?
All right, she said she put her career first.
Oh, shit. It always got to be our sisters, man. God damn.
It do, though.
And they head be so fucking high. Like, they head be all the way the fuck up here. Like, god damn. Like this career gonna actually give you some shit.
Just because
to Mike, please.
Just because my experience with men hasn't been the best, and the way that I was raised, you don't depend on a man, because at any
wait. I'm sorry, I had to stop her. My experience with men wasn't the best. Okay. So just because it wasn't the best means that you have to put your career first still. You just keep picking the wrong dudes. Can we just agree with that?
Yeah. Have your working career been the best? No, what the fuck? Like no job
you can't go by me. I was working at home.
No, but I'm saying no job you working at. I'm talking about your whole career. No job you work at you're gonna like and enjoy where you be, because you basically, when you work with somebody, you basically a servant or a slave to them, right? Because you're working for them. You know what I'm saying? You're not working for yourself. You know, so it's always gonna be a different mindset. But I want to go back to what she said, because she contradicted what she said. Let me go back to a little bit.
First,
no, I put career first.
Why a career over a man for you?
Just because
to Mike, please.
Just because my experience with men hasn't been the best, and the way that I was raised, you don't depend on a man, because at any.
So she said two things. There we go.
Yeah.
Two things.
So that's why I wanted to go back and tell you, right? So you already said you was raised not to depend on a man. So of course the men that you're gonna pick are not gonna be a good men, because you was raised not to depend on them. So that's like me raised not to want to get work. So when I get older, when I get these, when I have to know, okay, I got to get a job, I'm not going to be focused on the good careers. I'm just going to be focused on making sure my needs are getting met. And that's what most women are doing in today's time. They just want their needs get met. They got some D, and then that's it. And they got a tall guy and a guy that can drive them around and do a little shopping spree every so often. That's
I was going to say, if you were raised not to depend on a man, that means that you'll pick any type.
Exactly.
That's kind of what you were saying. You'll pick any type of man, because you don't need him for his money.
Yeah.
But you do need him for something. So you will pick a Pookie and a Ray Ray and those type of guys that's not going to really, be about anything.
You're going to make your legs shake and all that shit, right? And then now you do all that, have all those experiences when you're 20. Now when you get 30, you try to find a man that's not even much worried about that shit. He worried about the folks, the business and all that type of stuff. Y'all 501k, 401k and all that type of shit. but you're not gonna be happy with him for 20, 30 years. You're gonna want to get back with that guy would make your leg shake because that's the only thing you was worried about. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Oh,
We up here. He said Eve was a black woman, so was Satan. The story, and I'm sticking to it. Hey, Eve was black though. Facts. He said facts. The end result is better than where she initially started. And her father passing is what triggered the downfall spiral of a very unfortunate. Nevertheless, she seems decent. Yeah, man. That's from the last girl, not this girl, but yeah, man. It's but yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
The sad stories are getting old. I don't want to like. I feel this point so bad because I'm like, how many times are we gonna hear these stories? But we just have to consider them because this is what's happening. This is what she's being taught, and this is what's happening for her life. Yeah. Everybody's life is different, but some of them are saying the same things. So the issue is what? We're gonna get to the issue. What is the cause of this? Because if this is what we're hearing most of the time, what is the cause of this? Why are women saying this? I don't think every lady is delusional. Okay, what did she get the delusion from, though? If that's the let's get into it, y'all.
Anytime I'm not comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, fully depending on a man. Anytime he can tell you to get out of his house, he could tell you anything. So I always want to make sure that I have my own, regardless.
Why don't we go to like the worst of the worst? Why would a dude just kick you out the house? What the fuck did you do?
It sounds like
what did you do for him to kick you out? Like I'm saying, like no man's gonna kick you out the house
for no reason,
just because, unless he's insane. But not too many dudes are just messed up in the head like that.
It's Tuesday, you gotta get the fuck out. Like nobody's doing that. That's why you. So instead of doing the work up front, getting the right person, making sure you being the right person, and to that person that you chose, they instead of just let me have my own career and then I have my own shit. Right, but that job can get rid of you. So what are you gonna say when the job get rid of you? You're gonna go find a fucking another one. So if a man get rid of you, you go find another man until you be happy. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just spreading your legs and getting dick all the damn time, that's not gonna help you. It's crazy.
Like that's first. Secondly, he will come first. Or he'll come second.
Look at Candace on. She's like, you look stupid as hell.
She's
looking at her like, you dumb motherfucker. I'm finna eat your ass up.
Just because I don't care how much money you have. Like if I truly love you and all that, I don't care how much money you have. Like that doesn't matter to me. As far as my lifestyle goes, I tell my men everything up front. Like this is what I do. I'm a dom. I'm a dancer. I'm a sexologist. Can
you tell me what a sexologist is?
I was going to ask.
I'm very interested. Yeah. It's burning question inside.
Sexologist is actually pretty dope, but let's hear what she got to say.
Maybe that's what I'm saying.
So basically, I will honestly say a sexologist is basically a therapist, if to really break it down, because I have to study people, I have to read body language. But honestly, being a sexologist, so to speak, it's just people, just talking to people.
Just talking to people.
Okay, hold on. So if you claim a title, you should be able to explain it with full detail. What she said does not tell me anything.
Exactly.
She said the same thing twice. It's just talking to people. It's like a therapist. Okay, just because it says sex, right? Ologist don't mean that we're gonna assume it's about sex. It could be something. You gotta explain what first and then say what you do with that like the subject,
because ology is the study, you know what I'm saying, it's
so
sex.
Right, so obviously we could understand sexologist would be sex,
the study of sex,
right? But then you have to explain. So to me, she lying. How the hell you can't explain what you do? You have to be able to explain what you do. You can't assume we know what it is. That's why she asked. I'm pretty sure Candace Owens is a smart lady, right? But you got to understand how to explain what you're doing.
It's crazy.
Lifestyle parties.
Sorry. So I'm a guy or a girl, and I call you when I need
sex.
Advice on sex?
Thank you. What is it about?
What the fuck?
She's trying to help her out and being nice.
No. It could be advice. It could be
about what? It's going over her head. What kind of clients do you have? I can't trust that.
What she got her shit from what's that God damn, what's that college? That commercial when they say, "Get your ass up, don't go. What you doing? Go to school." Remember that? Everest was it?
That's in the South. I don't know.
Everest College. What's that shit?
Oh,
like, what the fuck you doing? Get your bitch ass.
Oh, with Romeo.
Get your ass off the couch. What you doing? That's what she got her fucking certificate from.
Way of direction. A lot of people have sexual fantasies. For one, they have sexual things that they want to do with their partner, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a husband, whether it's a wife, whatever. But the main thing that people are afraid of is rejection. So I teach them how to be comfortable with.
But are you just talking to them, or is there touching involved?
No, I just talk to them.
You just talk to them. So people will call you
talk.
just therapy to talk about sex.
In person is more relatable, more personal, and everything like that. So
Why she gotta ask that for you to say that? So a sexologist is literally a person who studied sex and they know a lot about it. So if you have a man that can't get up, right? He is struggling, he hit that age and he's struggling with that. They know the ways and the natural ways to get to that space because they are studying the body. You have to study the body and they have to study the sex, the art of it, right? And they help couples that are lacking in that area. Yeah, what they supposed a real sexologist, they're supposed to help you in the area where you're lacking in. So if you have bad sex in your house, they're supposed to help you with that. Now they're not supposed to touch you though. Yeah. It's supposed to be information. They show you pictures. They do a whole bunch of stuff to get you to that space. What's up, Christopher? They do a whole bunch of stuff to get you there. So your marriage or whatever, I say marriage, is not lacking. Yeah. So like, let's say if me and James were struggling and he couldn't do something to fulfill me.
Hold on, I'm feeling your ass. All right, you better chill.
Wait. If he couldn't do something to fulfill me and I couldn't do something to fulfill him, we hire a sexologist to get down to the bottom because we're expressing what we can't do for each other, but the sexologist will explain it better and make us get there without touching us. That's the real sexologist. It is I think people who do that, it's great. And if you need that space, you need to find a good one, not no one like her. That's nothing like that.
Hey, I
don't it has nothing to do with touching, though.
Hey, I think some of these sexologists actually be freaks on the cover of Freaks, and they just trying to get extra people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much. Hey, what's up, Coco?
Hey, what's up, Coco?
It's that nasty ass. Yo, man, it said, hey, Ricky said, what happened? I just talked dirty to my wife. We always figure exactly, man. We make this shit so hard.
They make it hard, but
we gotta jump off the bed and shit like that, and the coochie and shit. Like, come on now, I'm like, the hell.
Happen in the club?
No.
Okay.
No, not the club. No.
So it's just a therapist that specializes in sex.
And intimacy. I wouldn't even say sex because it's more than that. It's intimacy, it's seduction, it's
it's a whole thing. Like we could be doing the same 20 things, right? In our sex marriage. I'm just saying for anybody. But sexologist brings out things that you have never seen before. They bring out other ways to do stuff instead of doing the same 20 things, which is nothing wrong with that. If you get off, you get off. But if you want to spice it up because your marriage in that space is lacking, you do want to hire someone or just watch porn.
You know what I'm saying? You just pull her hair and, you do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit go crazy for you, man. We say we all know dark chocolate here is a freak. Exactly, man. That's all she want,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that deep, but some people, they need that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Bring the spark in your marriage.
So no hand jobs?
So what did you say you had a degree? Sorry.
I'm a licensed sexologist. So basically it's kind of
ain't no way you licensed. You can't explain what you do.
Exactly. Because that shit, let me see. Hold on. Let me try to find that damn commercial. I'm trying to find that college. Nobody didn't tell me. What's the name of that fucking college?
Everest, I think.
Yeah.
Like
how do you get licensed?
It's basically like becoming a real estate agent.
Okay,
so
you just get a license. I didn't know there was. I honestly had never heard of this.
Yeah, it's basically a 2-year course. You can go to.
Hold on, let's find it. Let's find that video so we can put that shit up there. Can we share the screen? Yeah, we share the screen. That shit used to be fun. That's where she got her fucking certificate from.
Yo, I'm just saying. I don't think it's that deep, but hey, get you a sexologist and see what you can find out that you don't know about, I guess.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how many people have that title, though.
I think it's this one. Let me see and make sure this shit.
Hold on, y'all.
Hey, this shit. Oh, hold on. All right, no, here you go right here. Here you go right here. This shit used to be funny as fuck, man. Y'all gonna fucking kill me for this shit. All right, here we go. Share that screen.
All right, so we're gonna share real quick. James wanna show y'all something.
Hey, IDC. You know, that was another one, but this shit was hilarious, man.
All right, y'all.
Here you go.
Look, get off the couch. You're not doing nothing with yourself. Come down to FC College. Look, you're sitting around with a thumb in your ass. You still live with your mom. Look, your credit sucks. Why don't you get off the couch? You watching reruns of I Love Lucy. I'm telling you, your life ain't shit. Your breath smell like burnt gold hair. You ain't paid your child support in 10 years. Fuck you. I'm sick of this shit. I don't even want to talk to you no more. Get your fucking ass off the couch right now. Fucking asshole, you ain't shit. Sign up with my fucking college right now. Or fuck off. Hashtag bitch ass.
Hey, what? Yo, that's what she got her shit from. That's what she got her shit from.
Got her from somewhere, cause ain't no way. She making sexologists look bad. Somebody come save her.
Yeah. All right, let's see what they talking about.
If you want, you can pay for the course and you just take the course. That's it.
Wow.
It's
So
nothing super
Can I go to
extravagant.
DeVry?
No.
Oh.
Everybody's thinking the same thing. Like, you did not get this nowhere special. Like,
Yo.
what is going on? She laughs. She's so stupid.
But yeah, so that's basically what it is. Like, I just enjoy having people feel comfortable with their sexuality, feeling comfortable with
Sorry, that's why she's single. She ain't the brightest in the bunch.
whatever turns them on. It's not just about sex. It's about how you feel, you know.
Did you grow up with your dad?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
So you
But-
need some of that.
Damn, you scared the crap out of
My
me.
bad. I'm sorry.
I don't need a man transferred a little bit from your mom's
No,
situation.
I don't think that. I actually do not think that.
Well, you said you were raised
I was raised by my mother.
by my
She
mother,
did
and she said
extremely
don't rely on a man. But I'm just saying that sometimes
She didn't
moms
say
can
it, but-
transfer their trauma
True, very true.
onto their
I agree.
children.
I do agree. However, I feel like I'm very different because I feel like it's a flaw in my.
Everything you said, saying that you're exactly like what they tell you. Like you said, everything you just said this, you just like everybody else, but everybody want to be fucking different. No, you're not. Let's be real.
It is insane, but hey.
Hey,
Thank you,
appreciate that.
Coco K.
Hey, appreciate always showing the love and support, man. Appreciate everybody too for actually being here. So
Be very callous, you know. So for me, I don't look at daddy issues. I don't look at shit like that. Like just because I was attracted to the erotic world, that has nothing to do with my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not
You don't know that, but it does.
yeah, man.
saying the erotic world. I just was curious
yeah.
about your perspective on men, like full stop.
On men, honestly, I give everybody a chance until they prove me wrong. So whether it's men, whether it's female, but strictly men.
If you gave everybody a chance, then you should be with somebody right now.
And then too, you don't give everybody a fucking chance. Everybody don't deserve to be with you, right? You go for the people that's good and is actually trying to do something, right? Because if you give everybody a chance, that means it's gonna be people that's actually good for you. They're gonna walk past your ass because you take it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't give everybody a fucking chance, you understand what they are, look at their history, look at how they move, and you can tell if they're a good or bad person. Not everybody deserves that. She's looking for clients in that bedroom.
She is, but she
Facts.
failed. Nobody want that.
Yeah, the elevator don't go up, man. Facts. Hey, appreciate that, Snuggles. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
Hey, you always
Snuggles.
showing some love. Thanks, Snuggles. Like real talk, Snuggles. You always show us. I always see you on other people's channel too as well.
Snuggles was with us a long time ago too.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks for always dropping the cash app and stuff. Appreciate that.
I will say I have not had the best experience with men. You know, I've only had one situation where I could say the man was incredible, and I ended it. But
Why'd you end it?
Just because we had other issues. He had a lot of mommy issues, a lot of codependency issues that.
Just like you. Only thing you just all the shit you just displayed is the same shit he got.
So I'm just curious, what made him incredible if she just went like he had mommy issues, he had codependency issues?
She got to make the nigga the problem. She always got to make the person the problem. Just say, hey, I wasn't ready. Hey, I fucked up the bag. That's it. It's guys do this shit all the time. Guys will tell you, hey, man, I had a great woman. She was good to me, and I fucked her over. You never hear a guy say, hey, she was a good woman and I fucked her over, but she had daddy issue, mommy issue. No, they just tell you, I fucked up. She was a great woman.
Yeah, you'll say the good things and that. Because if they're a good person, you would kind of stick with that. Everybody got some type of issue. Nobody in this world is gonna be like a perfect piece of pie. Like it's not happening. So yeah, no.
Shit. Yeah, close the door.
I just was not prepared to handle, you know.
She wasn't prepared to handle, she said. That's why she ended it, because he had these issues and she wasn't prepared to handle it. If you can't handle it, you can't handle it. He can handle it himself. You can suggest things if he needs that. But if you can't handle it, that's not really your job.
But she a fucking sexologist, so she talking to other people about their issues, but she can't handle her own fucking issues. Hey man.
Always walking off.
And I felt like if I wasn't in love with him anymore, I'm wasting your time. Where you can meet somebody else that can give you that time, and I just wasn't ready.
Drop the bag.
Most women do this, y'all, by the way.
This is crazy. How you dropping bags like this? And then you just said the reason why you don't, at the beginning of this, you said the reason why you haven't had good experiences with men. But you had that one man that you did have a good experience with, and you dropped the bag. Like, let's be real, man. Come, you only need one. You don't need all these different dicks in you. Like, let's just be honest, man. Let's be real. So, hey, what's up, my brother? World class, man. What's going on, bro? Hey, y'all, man. Subscribe to that brother channel, man. Ricky channel too as well.
Yo, world class. I don't know. He had played this live. It was hilarious. Bring that back. What's up, Stefan?
Hey, what's up, man? It's been a while, bro.
Hope you're doing okay.
Oh man, this shit is crazy. Blaze said, man, if he was a good man, then why in the hell did she break up? Exactly. You don't understand. No one would ever be perfect, right? And this is the point, man. And this is what we're trying to teach our ladies to understand. You don't get a number of chances. How many good men you think you're gonna run across? You know, and then now she's probably on the verge of making that good man into another dumb nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is being real. Because he like, well, I'm not getting success being a good guy, so let me just go ahead and just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? These guys getting success. I'm not saying that's smart.
But don't let no lady put you in that space either.
Yeah, exactly.
Be good. Stay good.
Yeah, man. Stay you, but you know what I mean?
But it happens, yeah.
Mommy issues?
Do I have mommy issues?
No, you have daddy issues.
I don't have daddy issues.
Oh, never mind.
I don't.
So I guess when you say codependency, etc., like, does that mean like he want to see you all the time? He want to hang out with you too much?
No, basically the things that he was not getting from his mother, he was looking for me to do.
Such as?
But with men have to realize I'm not your mother. Like,
what did he want you to do? What were the duties he wanted to do that you had an issue with?
Basically,
don't say the obvious.
Fix his trauma that his mother created, and I just was not. I wasn't ready.
But wait, no man fix my trauma. Like, explain. She don't know how to explain shit. I don't even know why they asked her that question. She can't explain her job, and now we asking her to explain why the fuck she broke up with this dude. It's not gonna happen.
I'm ready for that.
Explain that. What does that mean?
Okay, so I'm a nurturing woman. I am.
How you nurturing, but you don't want to help and be a nurturing person? Because a mother is nurturing. So you just said you didn't want to be his mother, but a mother is nurturing. You said you nurturing.
Yo, I'm finna install a punching bag in this damn room, and I'm just gonna go the fuck off on him doing these lives. This shit is crazy.
No, we do have a punching bag in the garage, though.
However, he wanted mothering nurture. Like his mother, okay, they're from New York. So New York is very hard, very aggressive. Yeah. They're not very nurturing at all.
Yeah.
Look, this is what he wanted her to do. Come lay your head down, your tough ass neck. I can't even nurture this one. He wanted him to caress him or something. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? Explain that.
So his mother never told him that he loved her, nothing like that.
Okay, so you're telling him you love him, what, 3 times a day is bad? You talk to him every day and say, okay, I love you. Like, what?
My mom didn't say that shit like that either. Like, that shit is not a big deal for us.
But like, for him, it could have been. But regardless, nigga, what is he expecting you to do that's so bad? Like, you telling him that you love him 3-4 times a day?
Yeah, but if you with that person, you know what I'm saying? If he wants you to say you love, if you love the nigga,
nothing wrong with it. Yeah,
it's like, hey, I love you too, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love you, baby. Like,
maybe he was too.
Shit is simple.
Too nice. Like he was like, I guess I would say soft, and she wasn't into that. Because if he was lacking, if that's the case, if he was lacking his mother, that means that he's probably more sensitive or something. And she wasn't into the sensitive type of guy.
She didn't explain this shit.
She's
right.
not explaining.
She get an L for this shit.
But when it came to like certain views, he kind of expected me to do what his mother would do, and I'm not your mom.
What is
Even
that?
as a fiance, girlfriend, whatever, I'm still not your mom.
But like specifically, what would his mother have done? Like, give me one example
Yeah,
of a
that's
task.
what I'm trying to get to.
Like,
Okay.
was he like, read me a
it's hard
story
to
before
explain.
bedtime?
Thank you. Like, what the fuck?
God damn.
Like,
Thank you.
yeah,
No.
tell me Santa's real. Yeah.
He basically,
Or was it like
it's so
he
hard
wanted me to cook?
explain.
Candace, thank you. What the fuck? She said, "Tell me Santa's real."
Oh, by the way, the tooth fairy was fake. The money, she put there like.
I cook. I love to cook.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
will
like,
cook for my
we
man.
definitely an example.
Okay, so basically, his childhood trauma, he wasn't told that he loved, like, he wasn't told by his mom that she loved him and shit like that. I mean, stuff like that. I'm sorry. Stuff like that. But it was like his mom was very mean to him. But it's kind of like, even though he's looking at me for that nurturing effect, I'm still not your mom. You want that from your mom. I can't give that.
So
I
I
can
love
tell
you saying I love you.
Yeah, like I can tell you I love you, but I'm not your mom telling you I love you, if that makes sense. Like, it's not the same thing.
That means that's why I just said you can't fix his mommy issues. So what are you saying? This, like I said, she's not the brightest one in the bunch right now.
Like, even though I love that man completely, I'm still not your mother saying it. I don't know if that
Did he
makes sense.
want you to like pretend to be his mom, or you just wanted to say I love
No,
you?
not
Like,
That's exactly what I'm getting. Like,
Yo.
she don't know what she's talking about.
No, this shit is crazy.
You can't believe this story. Any lady that don't know how to explain herself, you need to walk away.
I'm getting dehydrated in this bitch.
you're not trying to follow this. I tell my husband I love him the
hard to
whole
explain.
time.
It's so hard to explain. Like,
Yeah.
It's because you don't know what the.
Because you also did mention you're callous, by the way. I don't know if you remember that saying
callous.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can be callous in certain ways, but if I love you, I'm not callous. No, it's if I don't like you, I can be callous, or I just want your money type.
Did he want more
situation.
affection that you didn't give
I gave
to
him a lot of affection, but the fact that it didn't come from his mother, that's the type of affection that he was missing, that he expected me to bring. But I'm not your mom.
What you mean he expect? That's what I'm trying to say. You're making a guy sound weird.
Yeah.
Like he wanted you to, like she said, role play, put on a fucking wig and be his mom and act like damn Cheyenne or something. Like, what are you saying?
And this nigga be the first nigga in history that wanted to be a son husband. Like,
Right.
normally the mom is doing that shit. He the first nigga that said, "Mom, please marry me." What the fuck? Like, no nigga saying that. That's crazy.
Unless she just was with a weird ass dude, but that's less likely.
Hey, this no, he said so.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
wanted her to be nice to him. Like,
That's none of your
exactly.
business.
Yeah, man. Like that's what I was getting. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, what the fuck is she saying? She said she's nurturing, but didn't want to show that side to her man.
Yeah. It's
God
weird.
damn.
All men like that soft touch. They ain't gonna get it nowhere else.
This is a difficult conversation. I would have had a hard time talking with her.
I would have told next. Like, I'm not wasting my time with you.
You be doing that shit. You be.
Don't let me have. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Yo, my wife.
Go ahead.
When I be seeing her on panels, and
I be holding back though.
When some people say some stupid shit, and then she just like, and then she just move on.
Like,
that should be the funniest shit ever. Because I know what she's thinking in her brain, but she don't want to say that because it be disrespectful.
I be holding back, y'all, because I can't. Like, we all say silly stuff, but dumb is like. Come on, we gotta meet here because if you can't get this, we can't talk. I'm sorry, we can't.
I'm gonna let y'all know. It look like she's swallowing the bullshit that the person said. She be like,
you know,
Can't give you that affection, so
See,
it was
they want
hard.
an example, a hard example. You're just saying in general, which is a
I'm
problem
not
here.
saying in general. I'm literally saying like, okay, I'm your wife, right? I love you as my husband. I love you,
Well,
right?
not me, but yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I'm not your mother
Yeah.
saying I love you. But you're looking at me like I wish you were my mother saying I love you. I can't be your mom. I can only tell you I love you.
So he wanted breast milk, but you gave him your milk.
I gave him titty milk. I'm not your mom.
Got
Like,
Okay.
I can't.
Tomato tomatoes.
I can't be your mother. Basically, you're looking for a mothering thing, and I'm your wife. I'm not your mom.
Interesting.
So it's two different kind of loves, basically. Like there's a difference between a mother loving.
Do you think that's something that could have just been talked through versus getting rid of a guy that was treating
I
you
didn't
well?
get rid of him for that. I didn't get rid of him for that.
That's the number one thing.
I'm about to punch the air now. What? What are you talking about? I hate talking to people that talk like this. I promise you, it's a pet peeve. I can't. Don't show that.
God damn it.
I mean,
That is what
okay,
you said.
so I know it is.
Yeah.
I know, right? it is. I'm sorry.
Let me guess. He cheated.
Huh? No, he didn't.
No?
He was
Oh,
actually
damn.
the first guy that I never had suspicions of him cheating. To this day, he loves me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But the emotional baggage that he was putting on me, I was like not ready for it.
Okay.
I really.
Got with a weirdo. Let's just call it
No,
a fact.
she just a weirdo.
No, she got with a weirdo.
No, baby, it's her. She don't know shit, baby. This is her. She's fucked up, baby.
She is.
was not ready for it. And I was just being honest. Like, I love you, but I'm not ready for you.
So you said that you were putting your career first also because you had bad experience.
She's fucked up. I love you, but I'm not ready for you. So that means that your problem is you, but you've been explaining for the last 10 minutes that the problem's been him.
The reason why I say he a weirdo because he still loves her.
God damn it. That's a fact.
The fuck you still love somebody like this?
Damn.
So he's weird. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You got me. You got me with that shit.
Experiences with men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think those bad experiences are directly attributed to your line of profession?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
absolutely.
Accountability.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that like maybe you've just experienced bad men from your workplace?
No, because I wasn't always doing what I was doing.
Okay.
I do think in some ways I may be too independent, honestly, because not on purpose. I don't want to emasculate my man ever, and I never will.
Okay.
But the way that I was raised, I kind of tell the man like, I don't need you, but I'm not saying in a sense of like, you're not shit, basically.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying like, I have my own.
That's exactly what you're saying. When you tell somebody, hey, I don't need you, you basically telling them, hey, I don't care if you're here or not.
Tell him what I told you when I got with you.
Like, yeah, like this is one of the things that my wife told me before we got married when we was dating. She said she needed a man like me in her life. And that made me look at her totally different. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I had some reservations like, hey, you know what I mean? Let's you know what I mean? I got this going on in a situation like that. Hey, you know what I mean? You got your stuff going on. So let's see, you know what I mean? We can see, but I kind of reserved because I want to just jump into something quick. But when she said that, it made me look at her totally different. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't let this one go because she, you know what I'm saying? Like she's seen the value.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, she seen the value in me. And then I was like, damn, like, and I seen the value in her. So I was like, hey, let's make this shit work. But,
I can't let a good man walk past me. So that's how sometimes you gotta, if you got a good man around you and he's single, you know what I'm saying? And you seem to be his type or whatever, go for it. I'm not the type to go for anything in that way with men, but my first time and it worked out.
Yeah.
Saying that to somebody.
But if you tell a man, hey, I don't need you, you're basically telling him you're useless. That's what we hear, right? You might not be thinking that shit and stuff like that in your brain, but that's what we hear. Just like how once we say certain things to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if I said, hey, you fat or some shit like that, whatever, right? You might take that as me shaming you and all that type of stuff. But I might be telling you that shit because I want you to lose some weight so you can look like how you used to look back in the day.
The only reason why some women take it as an insult is because they are fat. When you say, like, if you say that I was fat, I know I'm fat. So I need to lose some weight because I don't want to be fat either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like it seems like some ladies want to be big. So when you say it, it's like, you can't tell me that. Yes, I can, because you need to lose your weight. Yeah. And if you don't hear it, then why, like, what's the problem? I don't get it.
Yeah. All right,
if you decide to leave tomorrow.
Which is, I actually wanted to cut her because you kind of gave a little face when she said, like, she puts her man first.
Yes, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree that you made a face?
No, I don't agree with putting
you don't agree with putting a man first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you elaborate?
Yes, I don't agree with putting a man first because when he leave you, then what? What you gonna have? What you gonna have? If you put your all into
it's the same bullshit. She said the exact same thing the first girl said. It's like the same programming. And it's none but the black women saying this shit. And then all of them have fake hair.
With the blonde wig.
A man will leave you with shit and bricks. Can I say shit? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
A man will leave you with nothing but shit and a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is why I hate this conversation, because they're only talking about a certain type of man. Like most of the time, women are leaving. Forget the marriage. Women are leaving men.
Yeah.
They don't want to be with them. So if you got a dude doing something like that to you, supposedly, right, you're not with the right guy. Most guys are not leaving nothing. They're going to treat you with respect, and that's that. And this I don't understand why this narrative is being pushed. Yeah. Like I was before I got with James, I was dating too. What are we talking about? So that means that you're picking somebody bad.
And honestly, this for the guys and for the women. So for the women, this is something to think about if you believe what she's saying. And for the guys, this is something that you can ask them to counteract what they're saying, right? So if they say a man will leave you at a drop of a hat, so tell them like, okay, ask them how many relationships they've been in. They're going to say about 10 or 5 or whatever, right? So you tell them, okay, how many relationships did that man broke up with you? And 9 times out of 10, well, fuck that. 10 times out of 10, she left more men than the man left her. So for this conversation to keep coming up and saying a man will leave you and all this type of, it's bullshit, because most of the time a lady will end the relationship. Mm-hmm. It is that's what fact. It is. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, and you can't say, oh, because a man cheated, women cheat too as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty much the damn same.
And the thing is, I didn't know a lot of women were cheating until I started seeing it. And I'm like, oh, you too. Like, I didn't know. I thought, like, for real, I was the one that thought, you know, men do this the most. Men can be dogs. Mm-hmm. And then I woke up to reality. And I'm like, no, there are people around that I've seen, and I wasn't expecting it. You don't hear it up front. You just hear these secrets later. And I'm like, wow, I didn't like, it's insane. A lot of women are cheating, and it's just that they are good at hiding it. You don't know. So that's why they got these lie detectors and stuff. The what they call them, investigators and everything. You're gonna have to hire one to catch a lady with her dude. Women been doing this shit for 1,000 years, just like men been doing it for 1,000 years. My grandma told me that. She said back in her day, this was what, in the damn 1940s. She said they've been doing that shit. You can look at stories in the Bible. Shoot, it was one of the Egyptian, the Egyptian wife wanted to sleep with Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And he had to run out of the damn room. She was trying to get out to him so damn quick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's been going on for a long period of time, and both do it. You know what I mean? But this is the type of programming we have. So it's crazy. But just ask that question. All right, how many relationships you been in? And then how many men left you? It's probably going to be, out of that 10 relationships, it's probably going to be 1 or 2 guys that left her. So that means 80% of the time, that means she left more than he did.
You gotta have your own everything. So why would I put a man first?
Sorry, when you say sorry, I'm so not cool. When you say shit and a bag, yeah, could you just slow that down for me? I promise you, I am so not hip.
When I mean shit in the bag, I mean like your stuff in the bag and you on your way. And he already got the next girl in the house. Like I don't play those type of games.
Okay, so you guys are specifically talking about, so you're assuming people just don't get married, because obviously the court systems favor women. Actually, women will get everything if a guy gets up and leaves. Okay, so I heard somebody else say like, oh, like the house and blah, 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 and then you'll have nothing. I'm like, actually, in the current environment of what happens to men in courtrooms, you'd have pretty much everything.
But the man got to want to marry.
Exactly. Like, oh my gosh, she about to say some bullshit.
The man got to want to marry you.
Let me go back. Oh my gosh, she about to say some bullshit. That's why you get with a marriage-minded man.
Somebody else say like, oh, like the house and blah, blah, and then you'll have nothing. I'm like, actually, in the current environment of what happens to men in courtrooms, you'd have pretty much everything.
But the man got to want to marry you. These men ain't getting married.
So that's it. You're talking about, so you're basically saying like you could potentially be with a person that doesn't want to marry you, but you should just never be with a person that doesn't want to marry you, was what I would say. Like if you're talking to a guy and he...
God damn! Like this shit is simple. You
don't share a house with a dude that is not marriage minded, and you split everything in the middle, or you bought this, he bought that, and then when it's time to break up, you're not with a dude that want to be married. So
you having kids, you having them and spreading your legs, all that type of shit.
Yeah,
this is why the scripture said what they said, man. Let's come on, man.
Never wants to marry you, then that's why
I ended my last relationship. I felt like we were together for too long, and I asked him like, hey, do you foresee us getting married? Do you see us continuing on? And he was like, no. Straight up. No, but it's okay. I'd rather he would be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
At least he told you.
Like, no.
Hey, did he leave you though?
No. No, but they're not gonna ask that.
Exactly. Did he leave you because you afraid of a guy just walking out and leave you? He still leave you. You still there because he was getting access to the coochie. But hey,
For real. Not even taking no her body. And I was just like, okay, baby.
Baby, I love you.
That's
there's
fine.
two parts to that.
So
There's
you
two
guys are
parts to
painting
that,
a picture of not needing a man, but actually it's a circumstance where it's a specific kind of relationship
No.
where the guy doesn't want to marry the woman because. I mean, if a guy said, yes, I do want to marry you, then you wouldn't have this perspective of like,
No,
I'm not putting a man first, right?
I would never put a man first because even though this is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is
But
my
if you were
life.
married,
If I was married, I still wouldn't put my husband first. Damn! It's my
Wait a
life.
minute, hold on.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Okay, so this is how I feel. I feel like you should take care of yourself.
How many girls agree with her? Just out of curiosity.
I
How many
halfway agree with her.
Okay.
Halfway.
Anybody else agree?
okay, because I just feel like that could be why he doesn't want to get married, right? If you're saying like, even if we get married, I'm putting myself.
Candace Owens
true.
is dropping the fucking knowledge, man.
No, that's true.
God
She's
damn.
there in between the BS. So that means like if you speaking that bullshit to him, of course he gonna say I ain't marrying
Exactly.
you. Because you never gonna put him first, and I'm pretty sure you expressed that.
God
That was a good
damn.
observation.
First, and I'm not putting you first. If I was a dude and I heard that, like I would definitely say, okay, then
But
I'm
it's
not going to
also
marry
about
you.
coming together. You know what I'm saying? It's also about a union. And I'm saying what I'm saying is there's a lot of people. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people nowadays that doesn't understand what a union is.
Well, if you,
And-
but I would argue potentially that you're that person because you just said if we got married, I would still put me first. That's
would he
not
put
a
me
union.
first though? Would a man put his wife first?
Yes.
This is that point right there. Why are you
She
worrying?
deserved 3 uppercuts. 3.
Why are you worrying about what he is putting first? You as a wife worry about what you are doing. Do that shit well. And then that man that you chose should be doing something different because he is a man. You're not doing all the same stuff. But do what you do first. Do what you are, meaning not first. Do what you're doing and do it well. That's all I'm saying.
Yo.
If I worry about everything that James got to do as a husband, I'm going to be confused on my goddamn road. I'm not a man. I'm not a husband. I don't know everything he got to do. I just know he got to do something, right? Do something as far as respect. And he, make sure that the family and us are protected in certain aspects. But I don't know everything James has to do.
Yeah, man.
I know, you know what I'm saying? So for me as a wife, I know what I have to do. So I think that what I'm saying is women are very focused on somebody else's job versus theirs. Like, you ever work with somebody and they always micromanaging you and they ain't doing their damn job?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
This shit is
Why
sad.
you worry about me?
This shit is fucking sad, guys.
Don't worry about him. Worry about you.
This is stressing me the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie to you. So funny thing is dating and relationships don't have to be as difficult as they're making it out to be, man.
It's not.
It's sad. It's all about you. So why the fuck would a man want to marry somebody if it's all about you? This shit is ridiculous. Like, all right, I'm gonna put my life on the line, but for somebody that don't give a fuck about me. That's what you basically ask the man to do. So of course he's not gonna want to marry you. Hopefully she ain't got no kids.
Yes, you should always what I'm saying is I feel like you should always put yourself first, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a guy, you shouldn't put a guy over yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I would offer that in a very productive marriage, there is no I versus, it's just we. Like I am in a partnership, a team, me and my husband.
I was saying this stupid shit to what's her name? Andrea girl on lapeef.
Yeah.
She was saying that same thing. And I'm like, no, we. He don't say I. That's what she was saying. Sound just like this girl. It's a we. We make decisions together. Us, like you keep saying I.
Concept of putting me first, like even saying that just sounds so crazy to me in a marriage. Like I've never thought it once. It's just, it's us, it's the kids, it's our family. Like I becomes we. And so I would just say like maybe when you put that out there to a guy, like I, then they say, okay, maybe this isn't marriage material because she's telling me that even if I give her everything and I have the potential, then the risk of losing everything, that she still would not make any sacrifices in her life. And
I can agree with what you're saying. I can agree with your statements. But what I'm saying is I haven't came across a traditional man like that as of now. So I'm going to focus on myself.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to highlight that it's a specific kind of man that you're talking about. Yes. If a guy doesn't want to get married, but also fair, if you're saying the same thing, you're attracting that specific kind of a person. Do you know what I mean? If you're like, I'm all about me, then he's like, okay.
And that's a good point because even when I'm looking for my person, I still was doing me, but I had room for someone to come. Because what she's doing, she's wiping a person out. all about me, my career, all of this other stuff. But you're leaving the piece. So I always had that extra room for if that space was to fill up, I could do me and I could do him. That's how it should work.
Pause. No, but no, man, this is sad, man. And a lot of our ladies, and this is what we lack in relationships and different things like this, right? Because a lot of our ladies are adopting this philosophy, and it's making us look stupid. Because if why the fuck would I want to be on a team that and that person that's on that team is only worried about themselves? You know what I'm saying? They come down the court every time just throwing the fucking shot up. I don't care if you're the best player on that fucking team.
Better pass it.
But you pass it sometimes because motherfucker, you're gonna get tired coming down the court every fucking time throwing a shot up. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta take a play or two off. All right, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Let them shoot. All right, they're gonna break it. All right, cool. Let me go back on defense and come back. You know what I mean? Let me get some other people involved, man. It's crazy.
Okay, cool. I'm all about me too.
Can I backpack off that?
Yeah, go ahead. I told my husband like day one, I want to get married.
I've been in
you know what I mean? I was like, no games. It's a we. When are we getting married? When are we having kids?
Right,
we.
Right now. And my thing is good. Like I was saying earlier, I told James what I wanted, right? From just that one statement. Why can't, if you want marriage so bad, fuck the 6 figures. Let's talk about the marriage. If you want marriage so bad and you want that nice lifestyle, why aren't you requesting this from men? Only thing that you're requesting is what? Good sex? What happened to what you actually want? Yeah. Tell that man this is what you require and what you want as far as marriage go. Those guys that don't want the marriage, they're going to leave. They're not going to be around for you. They're not going to stick around because they know that you want something serious. The serious guys, if they like you enough, they will still stay for a second and see, okay, well, are you a wife? And then y'all will be testing those waters. Tell these men that you want marriage up front. Yeah. Then you got to hide that. Why wait until you had sex with him 20 times?
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, what's up? M to the W. What's going on? What's up? He said they all about how much life can I suck out of this individual if everybody's to be honest. And this is the part of the women that we kind of need to correct so we don't get more of these women, because a lot of the young women are seeing these type of women that's saying this type of stuff, and to them it makes sense, right? But to us that's people that's married, it don't make no fucking sense. Even when I wasn't married, I'm not trying to sacrifice shit to be with a person like that. I don't care how you look. I don't care what you bring to the table. I don't care what your teeth look like. I don't give a fuck none of that bullshit, right? If you have this type of mindset, no good man is not going to want to be with a person like that. So that's why she gets the type of man she gets. And then that man honestly just say, hey, I don't really give a fuck if you leave or not. I'm not marrying your ass. So if you want to break up, cool. Because I'm just going to get a better woman that can do better shit. Like, that's basically what he told the chick. I'm basically tired of your ass anyway, so go ahead and go. He's basically what he told her. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And Blaze said she matches material. God damn. That's a fact.
Yeah, but then some people have different goals from other. My number one goal is to be a star, not to be married.
Okay. Fair. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying if that might be why you're not getting married.
Yeah, I don't care to get.
But how the fuck you talking about you ain't came across a traditional man, so that's why you haven't started that, and then now you just telling them now that your goal is not to be married. So you're double talking. So do you want to be married, or do you want a traditional man or not? Because a traditional man is going to want to get married, right? Mm-hmm. I want to be married before I turn 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my goal. I wanted to get married. You know what I'm saying? I want to have my family. I'm saying I don't want to be in these streets. That's what I fucking said.
And I told myself my end age for marriage was 25. I don't want to go past 25 without being married.
Yeah, man. So come on now. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's just it's feeding each other.
I really don't care.
Yeah, which is fine.
Can I just a question real quick? Who's your role model in the rap game?
Onika Tanya Mirage.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj. Got it.
Oh, is that her and her real role model? Yeah.
Nicki Minaj.
Onika, yeah.
Fantastic.
Mirage.
How many girls actually want to get married on the panel, real quick? Oh, everybody.
It's too late.
Everybody? Okay. All right, just out of curiosity. All right. So for you said that you're putting career first. Question for you. Do you think after putting your career first, being a dancer, being involved in the work that you're in, that you're going to find your dream man at the end of the line?
Yes, because my career doesn't define me. Because my career doesn't define me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a completely different woman. I can separate my business and what I do from.
So I'm going to give y'all a little quick story. All right. When I was in the industry, I was a dance choreographer, right? I was around people who wanted to, you know, pursue their dreams. They weren't thinking about marriage at all. It was just, what are we going to do to get here? Who we need to meet? How we need to network? What type of money are we going to get from this gig? How can we meet fucking Beyonce and Jay-Z and do stuff for them, right? As far as that line of work go. Or if you're an artist, you think about trying to be the top. You're not thinking about marriage.
And the fact let me say this part. And she used to always, I remember when we first got together, she was like, oh, I know her. I used to dance with her. I know this girl. I know this girl.
Still to this day.
Oh, this girl danced with Beyonce. Yeah, I used to dance with her, blah, 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 right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
still to this day. Like, we watch TV and I'm like, oh, yeah, I used to, all the time. I was all in that space. I was around people who were in that, you know, hot like that, right? But because my main goal was over this. I wanted to be married to a traditional, I didn't know these are the terms. Okay, I'm saying it now because it's what y'all saying today. Traditional man. I just wanted to be married to a good man. All right. But I knew I wasn't going to get that in the industry. From the people I was meeting, it wasn't going to happen. And if it did, it would have happened when I was 35. I want kids before 30 years old. I wanted all my kids before 30. So I was like, if I want this and this is going to trump my actual, let's say me being a dance choreographer and stuff like that, I had to be like, I got to actually get out of it. But that was my choice. I got out of the industry. And then when I got out of the industry, I actually got with James and we are still together for 10 years. I got married, like I said, before 25 and I had my kids before 30. This is a real story. This is what I chose and I actually got what I wanted. But that's what I wanted. What she's saying is where you cannot find that stuff in the industry right away. You can find it, but it's so hard. It is so hard, but you got to focus on what your goals are. If you let that get off track, you're going to miss your opportunity in your gig. So it's kind of like.
Yeah. And this is one thing that I got from listening to her all those years, because I used to ask, I asked her like years later, I said, hey, are any of those girls married that used to dance with the industry? And she'd be like, no. Nope. And I'd be like,
only out of all of, I'm just saying, as a mass, only 2 got married. That's it. One, she did the same thing like me. She was supermodel, right? All over everything. And she stopped that and got married and moved to a whole nother country. Had 2 kids. Stopped everything. And then another person, you know, the other girl. But yeah.
Which one? No, man. Tell me later.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for that perspective. Yeah, man. My wife got a lot of little gems and stuff like that, and different experience she's been through. So it's cool.
Yeah, I'm chilling now, you guys. I don't really say much about it, but I'll be chilling now.
My actual
Fresh,
personal
why you laughing,
life.
bro?
Right, I was just about to ask that. What's
Something's in
funny?
my throat. Sorry, my bad.
Bless you,
Fresh.
Sorry, continue on.
Okay, so
Sorry,
basically, like how she was saying, like when I do get into a relationship or an engagement, like even with my ex-fiance, I tell everybody what I do up front. Like, look, I do this, that, and the third. Do you want to be a part of it or do you not? You know what I'm saying? You can have the password to my phone. You can, anything to make you feel comfortable. And with my engagement, he was like, well, I don't want you to work. I don't want you to do anything. He had money. He took very good care of me. He didn't want me to work. I did, because it's an emotional thing. I don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? Money is not a focal point.
Oh, so what she talking about?
So she basically said she got rid of a man. So the man took care of everything, paid all the bills, but she wanted to work. That's why she let him go. That's one of the reasons. Hold on, let me go back so you can hear the full context.
She didn't like him like that.
Yeah.
Y'all just heard my story.
She just want to be in control, baby. It's all about control.
I gotta understand. If you want some, you want some. I let go of an entire career, and if I stayed in, okay, y'all would see me on TV right now. That's how hot I was in that space. Okay, I was getting to that space, but I did not want that overall. I wanted a husband. I wanted kids. If a lady is dropping you for her career, she don't like you like that. She don't want that. She doesn't want that life. And it will be dangerous to stay with somebody that doesn't want that life, because they will be the quickest ones to end it. You have to pick women who want it. Not saying they have to drop their career. That's just something I did. But you have to want a lady who wants that. That is a passion for her. If she is not speaking that, don't get with them, because they will divorce you as soon as you do something wrong.
Yeah, it's bad parenting. It goes back to bad parenting. It's the reason why, because like she said earlier, it's how she was raised and stuff like that, right? So none of your bed said, sounds like he was a traditional man. Exactly. He was taking care of shit, and he liked how she looked, and he was willing to be there for her, but she didn't understand what she got. A lot of women, I'm gonna say some real shit right quick. That we have a lot of people probably ain't heard. A lot of the women that go through trauma and shit like that in their life, the Most High will send them a good man that could kind of help them with their situation, right? So it's going to be up to them to win and get with that guy and let that guy, take them to the next level, get them out of that trauma, because he's blessing them because of the shit they went through, right? They already went through the fire. So, all right, cool. Let me bless you with a better man that can help you get you out of this situation. But a lot of the times, these women that's in that situation, they will fuck that situation up because that's what they're used to, rather than saying, thanks to the Most High, I can get my life changed and stuff like that. You can see the women that I seen this one woman that was homeless. This man cleaned her the fuck up, got her looking good and type of shit, and married her. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm telling you, this woman was dirty. And he cleaned her ass up. It's a lot of times that these women that go through these bad situations, they will have a good man, but they will fuck it up.
You know why those? What you're talking about are ladies who were put in bad situations, but they were genuine here. They still were humble, hopeful, and stuff. So I think women that are in that space mentally are blessed. But there are some people who are in bad situations and like it, and then they start to do a lot of bad shit, and then it's like, damn, karma. Like you're gonna get stuff back to you if you keep doing people dirty. So you still have to be humble when you're in a bad space. I don't want to say if you're in a bad space, just fuck everybody, treat everybody, with disrespect. No, you still have to keep your character.
Yep. And for all the trauma shit people be talking about, I never talked to a woman that said, hey, I never had, because I always ask them, have you ever had one good man in your life? All of them always say yes. Mm-hmm. I had one good guy and I let him go. Yep. So that means you was the problem. You fucked up. You had that one person and you didn't appreciate him.
Sorry, continue on.
Okay, so basically, like how she was saying, like, when I do get into a relationship or an engagement, like even with my ex-fiance, I told him, I tell everybody what I do up front. Like, look, I do this, that, and the third. Do you want to be a part of it or do you not? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can have the password to my phone. You can, anything to make you feel comfortable. And with my engagement, he was like, well, I don't want you to work. I don't want you to do anything. He had money. He took very good care of me. He didn't want me to work. I did, because it's an emotional thing. I don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? Money is not a focal point.
That's not what, okay, if a man says they're going to provide, that's different than saying, here's a couple thousand, go shopping. Like, and then here's money for your rent for that moment. That's not consistent, and that's just for the time. But a man saying, I'm going to provide for you, mean that he cares. That is not about money. It's about that he wants you. He wants you to be his wife. I don't understand how ladies don't get that. That's a different type of man.
But they
leave that dude.
They always say they want a man to pay all the bills and all that type of stuff. All right, cool. You got blessed with that. But what did you do with it? You said, fuck it.
That's
what
crazy.
I'm saying? So a lot of
there's women that leave their dude for this. Even the ones that get pregnant. Oh, I'm gonna provide for you. I have to provide for you, and the child don't work. Yeah. And they take it as, you can't control me. You can't just throw money at me. That's not what that's saying. Y'all have to understand men. Understand the bad ones when they throw money, and understand the good ones that say, I want to provide. Yeah. That's a good man. I want to provide is like, whoo.
And a lot of people, man, they think they want shit until they get it, right? A lot of people want to say, I want a man to pay all my bills. All right, cool. When that man come in and start paying all your bills, you get a situation like this, right? Oh, I'm tired of working. I want to be at home, right? Then boom, after a couple of years of that, your ass gonna get bored, and then now you're gonna want to go back into the workforce, and he gonna tell you no. ideal was this. We did a video about a chick they got married. He told her he didn't want her to work. She agreed to every damn thing. They got married, and then a year or so later, she said she wanted to go back to fucking work. You know what I mean? She divorced him. So it's like you gotta be like a lot of times. A lot of these ladies asking for things, and they really not thinking through the shit.
That's why I said they don't really want it. Because when I was in the space when I wasn't working, I loved being at home. Yeah. I love taking care of my kids, but I took and invested in that time. I took it to the next level. I was homeschooling my kids. Yeah, that's what made it different. I was in there making like meals from scratch. Like I was really at home. You know what I'm saying? So if you put your time and your energy into that, I liked it like that. She probably wasn't doing all of that. Her kids were in daycare from 1, and she in the house bored as hell. Yeah. Like if you're gonna be home, be home. Not saying all your kids gotta be homeschooled, but be home. Take care of your family. Have them lunches ready. Who else is going to do it? Mm-hmm. You got to be at home, homemaker. If you're not being a homemaker and you saying you want to go back to work, that means you ain't homemaking nothing. You just there watching fucking Lifetime.
Yep. Get bored.
For me.
Okay.
I'd rather be taken care of emotionally, you know, and feel safe. That's my biggest thing. I want to feel safe. If I make you feel safe, make me feel safe.
Okay.
Nigga, buy an alarm system, nigga.
But you ain't make him feel safe.
Buy an alarm system.
Because money can be made, spent every day, whatever.
Do you think your job at all might be impacting how they value you?
Yes and no. I say yes because the second you hear, oh, I'm a sexologist, I'm a dancer, I'm a whatever, I decide to tell you I'm on lifestyles. What do you think? You think escort, or you think she's just another stripper girl type situation?
Who's saying these remarks? Is it Marvin or the other one?
Fresh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it's honest. It's honest. It's honest.
This nigga. Go ahead. Keep going.
That's automatically what you think. You know, especially when you see certain girls that are in the lifestyle.
So what kind of dancer is she though? Is she a stripper?
I don't know. Because
you see how when I said I was a dancer, I have to tell you what kind. Dance choreographer. Because if I just say dance, I remember when I first did that on the panel. Yeah. It was like, what kind? And it was like stripper and all this stuff. You gotta be specific. You can't just say dancer because there's so many types, to be real with you.
Exactly.
Being dancers, being escorts, being whatever. That's how they present and they don't care. Mm-hmm. But me, I have morals. I have values. My career does not define me. I'm a completely different woman from what I am, from what I work. Me making money has nothing to do with the woman that I am.
Don't you think that what you're willing to do for work does define your value though? Like you should say like, these are not my values. I just do this for work. Like,
absolutely.
You know, I prostitute, but these are not my values. I just do this for work.
Yeah.
No, I'm just giving an example here, right? Like,
okay.
I'm not sure that we can separate that, right?
I can.
Like,
I can.
Well, you can, but I'm saying that I think for men, and I don't want to speak for men, but you're telling them what you're telling them what your values are when you say I do this and I do that and I do this, right? Like if I'm like, they don't think that you're just performing per se.
I make them comfortable. Like I will tell you everything up front. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hide anything. I'm literally gonna show you everything up front. If you have any insecurities about what I do,
this brings me to a question, right? So imagine if I was an actor and I play a gay role, would you be okay with that?
I can't watch it.
Exactly.
I won't be able to watch it because I'm like, damn, you playing that too good, but you making money now. Like, damn.
Yeah, like.
And I look at you when you come back, like.
Yeah, and then you're gonna see some certain characteristics. I'm kissing people.
I don't know.
Kissing men. Okay. No, that shit does not work like that. No, like you can't do that shit.
Actors are different.
Fuck that.
But it's their job. Like there are great actors. You know, I love my movies, but like there are amazing actors. Somebody got to make these roles like come to life.
No, fuck that. You gotta get a project management cert, nigga.
If you have any questions, I'm like, look, babe, this is literally what I do. That's it. That's all.
So that would just so we can run your argument to a totally separate career path. Like that would be like me saying I sell crack to children, right? But I tell you that I sell crack to children, so my values are in check because I told you that I sell crack to children.
Okay, so let me also add, if I do get into a relationship, me telling you up front what I do, if you're not comfortable with that, I will not do it.
I'm not saying that like
enough where I'm like, okay, he's worth it. But I also know what type of man that I can give up my part of my income for.
But I'm just saying, how can you separate your values from what you do? Like even that example I just gave you.
It's easy. I can't really explain it. It's just easy. I just don't get lost in that world of being a dancer, being trapped in the erotic world. I don't get lost.
Okay, I get what she's saying because I was in the industry, James. Listen.
All right, let's see.
All right.
Bullshit.
Okay, but I didn't do nothing. I didn't do crazy stuff. I was just around crazy people.
Okay.
Okay, so what she's saying is, so when I was around people that were into all of this crazy stuff, I had to.
You went to Diddy parties? All right, now. Let me find out, nigga.
This is real. Like, because what she's saying, I get just this one part. I don't do what she's doing. But as far as being around people who do stuff like that, right? You have to separate. You're here for work, but you're not like what you looking at, right? Do your job. Let them people do their job. Be respectful. Network. But when you leave that space, you better not tap into the things that you were influenced by at the time. Like there's a lot of people that will influence you into the bad spaces. She's saying that even though she does this, she's not influenced here. Her life outside of work is not like that.
That's stupid. Let's think about it. So
that's what she's saying. Over time, there's no way you could do that.
That's why Candace gave her the example of if you sold drugs to kids and shit like that, and then when you come home and then you love all the kids,
you care for kids, but you let people, over time it doesn't work. It doesn't work because you're gonna tap into that and you're gonna love the stuff that you're doing, and that's what's gonna make you better. You can't not like it and then you're doing it, because then how you gonna be productive at what you do? You can't.
This shit is bad shit crazy.
So it's weird. It's a weird space.
I wish they would talk to so many white girls. I want to hear their story.
But she's talking about stripper and sex and stuff. So that's why I'm trying to understand how that's different.
They doing a therapy session on her ass.
Yeah.
In it. Like I'm very like headstrong. So it's like it's literally business. It's kind of like an actor. I can go on Seinfeld and be or Friends or whatever and be an actor, but it's completely different at home, you know? So it's acting for me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But and that's it. Like, and then at home
she's saying she don't bring it. That's what I was trying to say. She don't bring it home. Like hopefully, she does it there.
Hopefully, ask that question.
It's weird to do, but that's what she's doing. It's just that she's in that sex work. That's a whole nother level.
I want them to ask the question I asked you. If your man was doing
the
sexual, I hope they ask her that.
I cook, I clean, I will do all the things wifely duties, or and I'm happy.
Anybody could do that.
Exactly,
like,
that's simple shit.
You could be a fucking stripper and still cooking.
So you're basically just in your mind, you're like, I'm just two different people.
I am. I definitely am. Sabella and Etienne are two completely different people.
Keep it a bean.
Yeah. Oh, she had a name.
Hell nah. Your ass schizophrenic, goddamn. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, you can't work in this.
Nah.
That's not how that works. That's what I'm saying. You have to truly invest in your work. If you gotta be two different people, don't do it.
Nah, you got some bumps.
Don't do that. When you go to work, be who you are at work.
Nah, that coochie stink.
When you leave, be who you are when you leave. The same person, the same name.
Yeah, that shit got a fungus on it.
What?
In the club.
Huh? In the club? I'm Sabella in the club.
Right.
At home,
and what are
Etienne.
Sabella's values?
Does Sabella smash in the club?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
never
not.
did.
Not the cow.
Not but one time.
Shut up.
Back room? Nothing?
Never. No. Never. Ever.
All right, Sabella.
Never.
We're going to find out whole facts.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Make a phone call
Go ahead.
in the office.
Go ahead.
She one of them? All right, nigga. Come y'all.
You want me to call? Y'all took my phone. I would call the office, but no, I've never done anything like that ever.
Okay. No, and that's cool. I mean, you already said that you're putting your career first, which is fine. I'm just wondering, like, if you're okay with the quality of man that's going to be left for you at the end of the road when you're done with your career and you're done prioritizing that.
I have dealt with both shitty men and quality men. So it's like I've experienced both. And because of who I am, they understand that, okay, this is her career. This is what she chooses to do to make money. But she's a completely different person with me. It's not airs.
No, I think she's being honest. There's not many women who do this. It's just that she's doing it. And I say that's dangerous. You don't do that. She's just doing this to survive, and I don't know why she chose this to do.
But she had to do this shit.
She don't want the man and all that stuff. She just said that she don't want a man to take care of her. She want to take care of herself.
That's like if somebody said, "Hey, I'll pay you $10,000 a month, right? For you don't have to work the rest of your life no more, right? would you take that, or would you say, hey, I will work and make $12,000 of money?
She said that the man has to be worth it. That's what came out her mouth.
I know, but she said the man was taking care of all the fucking shit.
She said he has to be worth it. He wasn't worth it.
Yeah, she's
double
talking. She's double talking.
Not fronts. It's not. I'm trying to get your money. It's not.
Can you remind me how old you are? 27? Did you say?
I'm 29.
29.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you? How old were you?
Shut up.
26.
26. And you said man first.
Yeah, if I have a man, yes.
Yeah, if you can find one, you would put marriage
well,
first.
It's not fine, but I mean, I guess. But yeah, I would. Like, I would put that first. Yeah.
What would be a better word than fine?
I don't know. It just makes me seem like I'm out here in the streets. Just
I was. I don't think there's any shame in wanting.
You're supposed to.
When you're dating, you are fine. Like if you even on a dating app, you're searching.
God damn, white women sound stupid too. God
like,
damn, nigga, you supposed to be out there trying to find somebody. What the hell?
The terms be killing me. Like, God, just because it's saying fine, it's bad. But you on Tinder or whatever these damn apps are, and you're searching. You have a profile for people to find you, and you're finding them. You telling me you just put your profile on here and you don't find no person?
Niggas don't know how to drop the napkin no more. Like that was a way of finding a man. You drop the napkin and you want
a dude that you like,
and then the guy approach you. Come on now, what the fuck, like simple shit.
Finding that man, like wanting to find a relationship. Like I don't. Yeah, I feel like people.
Streets, man.
You should be looking
for you two. Do you guys think that you need to actively find a man, or are you just gonna find you? Just out of curiosity.
For me, you can find me. I'm fine.
They gotta
with my
find you.
thought.
Okay,
I'm fine with
same
I mean,
with you?
I would like a guy to like put in the initial effort. Yeah, but I would. But yeah, I don't think I've ever just like gone after, like be the, what's it called?
You've never actively seek the man.
go-getter.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have options though, right? You have options like going out, dating stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just choose a good one.
Well, yeah. So I was kind of dating somebody, and then I just found out he like lied about his age.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Damn.
How old? Like too young?
No. He told me he was 36, and I just found out he's like 50.
Shit.
Damn.
He's just like really good at like dyeing his beard all the time.
That's scary. Remember that movie I like called The Orphan?
Oh yeah, that motherfucker was ugly.
But no, she was so old. Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
You saying that you're that young and you're that fucking old is scary to me.
Yeah. That shit was ugly.
It's like weird.
Does he do tattoos?
Where did you grow up?
In Dallas.
Okay.
Or actually,
And when did you get into the business?
Well, since I got kicked out of school, so like if you're at, like I didn't have a dad, but I went to college. I like had a 4.0 and a full ride scholarship, and I was doing really well, but got kicked out for a joke I made, and then I that led me into the sex industry, and it's just for me as a means to an end. It's the only thing I knew what I could do to.
But
God damn.
for her to be so structured like that, as far as getting a 4.0, getting the scholarship, and you still went to the left with the sex work.
You said a joke, nigga. Go to another school.
Right? There's so many schools that would be like, damn. They look at your record. Fuck the joke. What can you do? And then you get accepted to it.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Just say you wanted to be a hoe. You was out there wilding. You was wilding in college, and then you was like, "Oh shit, I can make some money off this." Oh, what you doing, girl? Oh, you on OnlyFans? Or you doing all this type of shit? I want to make money just like you, and that's what you did. Stop lying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want something, you're gonna go get it. Nobody can stop you.
Shit's crazy.
Make some money. So,
And how does that impact? Like, I guess your relationship with your mom. Does she know you're on OnlyFans or no? Well, she does now. Hey, mom.
they're very like country. Like they're not gonna like know what this is. I hope.
They speak English. They might put it together.
My little brothers watch the show though, so
They do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you think your mom would be?
No, she wouldn't like it, but
she would understand.
I think she just wants me as long as I'm in her life and like.
Was she like your friend growing up?
Yeah. She was in and out. I have like mommy issues and daddy issues. So
Holy.
but but like now, yeah, I see her more of as a friend. But she's still like she's very like religious and very like that. So I don't talk to her about everything. I don't know.
And that's the issue. She see her mom as more of a friend.
Now,
that's why she
wasn't a mother to her back then.
Yeah. That's terrible. Your kids should not be your damn friends. Fuck all that.
So, but I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't be happy about it, and she wants me to like find something better. But
yeah, man. But damn, man,
that was it.
Yeah, this was a stressful show for me, y'all. This shit was beating me the fuck up. But man, honestly, we gotta do better. And a lot of the situations is because of all the bad decisions we make, right? So we gotta make sure that we put our best foot forward in getting into these relationships, because if not, we're gonna screw ourselves over. And that's what we're getting. So we have to actually go after the people that's there, right? Just be okay with the people you got in front of you. It's okay. You know what I mean? Life is not all this fucking rainbows and all this type of shit. You get with somebody, y'all have a goal. Like me and my wife, we make way more money together than we will apart. Let's just be real. Like, she has an income, I have an income, and I have got a goddamn retirement check about to come. So it's a lot of different things that we can do in order for us to get to the next level. So we have to. So
we don't have to work as hard later.
Yeah, and everything I'm doing now is just because something happened to me, should be taken care of, and the kids will be taken care of. You want somebody that's like that, especially if you're a woman. You want a man that's going to make sure you set. And in order to get that, you have to be a decent person. If you're not a fucking decent person, it's going to be hard for you to get that shit, man. So it's
like people that are not decent, but they want decency.
Yeah,
it's weird. But let's get into this poll real quick. I just wanted to share this for a second. So this leads us to the end of the tonight show. So the question is, what do you think is the cause of a lady that chooses to live in prostitution?
Uh-huh.
So she had bad parenting, no structure, alcohol, drugs. I'm sorry, I could break it.
Nope.
No parents, raised by the streets, literally, or a person's choice. Okay, so what do you think causes a lady to be a prostitute?
Yeah, and we had 466 votes, so thank you everybody for voting. It was a day ago too, so that's good. So
and honestly, 26 comments too.
Yeah, so I think it's bad parenting and no structure. That's the one I chose, and it's because with the alcohol and drugs, that goes into bad parenting and no structure. So your kids should understand the effects of drinking and all that type of stuff and drugs, even with the fentanyl crisis going on. Like, you even sniff a little bit of that, you gone, you up out of here. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different things that you got to teach your kids and make them aware of, so they can understand. I showed my son a video that earlier today that came up on my timeline talking about the fentanyl crisis and the police, how they dealing with it and stuff like that, right? And a lot of the police was jacked up. You know what I mean? So we have to do a better job with the parenting and make sure it's structured in that household. That's why I don't drink, I don't smoke or nothing like that, because I see my mom and my mom didn't smoke, my mom didn't drink, and my stepdad, he didn't smoke, but he drunk though a little bit from time to time, but not too much. My dad was in my life, he rarely drunk too as well. So I seen certain things and I was like, hey, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a follower. I don't have to do what other people do to have a good time. And the people respect that, man. Yeah, you'd be crazy to know that people respect you more when you don't do what everybody else do. I used to get more respect, and people used to protect me. They were like, "Hey, Mackenzie don't do that. I be hanging around, they smoking weed, and somebody pass. Oh, nah, he don't do that." They'll be just like that, you know what I mean? That they're saying, "Yeah, James don't do that, man." So it's respect, you know what I mean? If you are holding yourself to a standard, and people respect that.
Yeah, you don't have to fit in. Don't think you have to. Do what you feel is best for you.
Yeah. So which one you chose?
So at first, I used to say it's a person's choice.
Okay.
I used to say this.
Yeah.
But I'm now convinced that it's bad parenting, because in order for a person to make a good choice, they have to.
Because I said it.
No, I'm being serious. In order for a person to make a good choice, they have to have a structure though.
Mm-hmm.
Because what are they referencing it from? Like me making my good choices when I did make them, it was because of some of the solid foundation I had. Not all of the things that I made good choices were from my childhood. Some stuff I've learned, right, when you become an adult. You go through experience and you learn, okay, this doesn't work. Okay, this is right, right? Some of my stuff comes from that. But if I didn't have that baseline, I don't think I would have even, made those choices, the ones that I did make correct. I don't think I would have had the mental capacity to sit here and say, yes, I want good for myself. There's people who have a terrible childhood and they don't know nothing else. They don't even know how to think good because they've had bad. Some people mentally can't handle it. Yeah. And I have to consider mental health is big. I have to consider people's mental space. And it's a real thing. It's not fake. Some people do fake it, but I do think people are suffering mentally. So why would I expect them to make a good choice? So we have to dig deeper into their mindset and help them revert it, right? Because it's coming from their childhood. The ones, and there's not too many cases, people like to say, well, if you come from a 2-parent household, you still can have a bad life. Okay. There are people who do have good childhood, and yes, they are choosing the bad life. That's when you can say that's a choice.
But it's rare.
But that's rare.
Yeah.
But as far as someone having a bad life, there's no way I could expect you to make a good choice. I'm sorry. I hope that you can. And the ones that have, people like us and others, that you've been in this bad space, you failed and you overcome it, kudos to you. But the ones who have not, it's okay. You'll get there. But you just have to want it eventually. Yeah. And I'm sorry for whatever happened to you in your past, but you're going to have to overcome that. And you do have to blame your parents. I'm sorry. You got to blame your upbringing. That is what caused you to think this way. Yeah. Because if you had that great mother or you had that great father, if you had your parents and you had a great life, you can't blame that. You have to blame yourself. But if you didn't have that foundation, so parents got to do better. So I'm convinced that it's parenting now.
And I'm going to tell y'all like this, right? We don't have that much time left, honestly. We already see the middle class is evaporating. I'm not saying this to scare people, right? We already seeing that they're trying to make moves. Either you're gonna be rich or you're gonna be poor, right? So that's why you have to make sure your kids are gonna be in the best situation. So having the houses or real estate for them, and the best way to do that is to be in a relationship with somebody, right? So if you're not looking for a relationship, or if you're not trying to find somebody that y'all can build something with, your kids are gonna suffer, and your next generation is gonna suffer, right? So that's why the bad parenting and all that type of stuff is important, because if y'all don't get this shit in order and this shit in line, it's gonna be very difficult for you to be successful in your next generation, your next legacy that you're trying to create. It's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you try to get your things in the line and in order. If one person got to pay the bills and y'all live on a budget, so one of y'all can go to school and get y'all degrees and all that type of stuff and get that situated. Then now she goes to school, or he goes to work and making 6 figures, or blah 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 and all that type of shit like that. That's important. You know what I mean? Just setting your family up. You know what I'm saying? We did the shit. I'm telling y'all, we did it. You know what I'm saying? She was at home for a while, 7 years. And we was having our kids. She was going to school, knocking out degrees.
It's really kind of like 10 years if you want to think about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it was but that's what she was doing. And I was making sure she was leveling up. And at the same time, I was working and going to school and stuff like that, right? So you have to make sure you putting yourself in your relationship to another level, but you have to start somewhere, right? So it's better to start young. But if you starting older, you got to understand, like, hey, it's some shit that, you know what I mean, y'all should have been knocked out a long time ago. So
also always remember, all kids suffer if they don't have both of their parents. I don't care if you're a good ass mother. I don't care if you're a good ass father. If you don't have two people in that house, and I'm talking about you picked right. I ain't talking about no crazy ass person in your house. Even then, the child still deserves both. You need to have a mother and a father. Why? Because they bring both different things in the household. Like, it's completely different. You are robbing your child away from that life that they need to be a very functional adult. Can functional people come out as single parents? Yes. Yeah. I ain't saying that that's not impossible, but there are things they got to go through to get to that functional space.
The kids' response to be totally different than they respond to my wife. It's It is what it is.
It's just well rounded.
Yeah.
A child deserves both. Why? Because two people made the damn child. I don't know how people are just being single by choice and stuff. Like you gotta understand that children do need both. If you think that they don't, you need to fix your mindset. That's dysfunctional. It's a dysfunctional way of thinking. And don't say because, oh, this man is going to leave me and all this other stuff. Stop putting trauma on your child. The child don't deserve that. Have 2 kids, 2 parents in the house with the child.
Yep. So, hey,
what's up, Sherelle?
What's going on? What's up?
Congrats. She's monetized now.
Hey, okay, congratulations. What's up?
I got to watch one of your shows too. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So give your kids the best. The best is 2 parents. I stopped talking about the trauma and the negative shit. I'm like, we got to stop talking about that negative stuff. Create your positive life and give your child the positive life. Fuck all the negative stuff that's going on. That's their fault for doing that. Choose positivity and give your kids that. Because I'm like, now I'm getting real sad about people, adults, all that, about when you hear how they grew up. And I'm like, that's why you act like this. I have a heart for that now. Because I understand that it wasn't you. It was your upbringing. Now you can change it, yes. But I give people grace now for that. Yeah, it's sad.
Get out of that shit, though, man. You know what I mean? We all got...
You got to get out of it, but it's sad to understand that it was your damn upbringing this whole time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to do better as parents. Y'all got to stop raising these kids like this and then get mad at them when they get older, when they made fucked up decisions. Yeah. But what the fuck were you doing with them?
Exactly. And also, go subscribe to the channel, guys. You got great content, great person.
Yes, definitely.
So, that's why we had to say earlier. My bad. But he said mental
stabilization.
Yeah, it's important along with loving a model. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we got. We gotta make sure we you know what I mean, talking with our kids and showing them examples, like I was telling earlier, because a lot of times, man, a lot of kids don't understand. Like I remember when I used to talk to brothers or try to mentor kids, I used to say, hey, I mean, one time I was like, hey, does your woman respect you? And he was like, yeah, my woman respects you. I said, you sure she respects you? He's like, yeah. And then later on, like years down the line, when that relationship was over and it was fucked up, and I was like, I asked you that question, you know what I'm saying? I was like, did she respect you? You told me, yeah. He was like, man, honestly, I ain't able to know what you was talking about. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to like go the extra mile. And that's why I had to take accountability of myself. Like, hey, I have to make sure I explain stuff a little bit more in depth to make sure that the person understands what you're going, because they might think that she respect them, but your level of respect might be totally different than what his level of respect is, right? So that's one thing that we got to do. So, yeah, man. Hey, JC for life. Saying exactly 100 going from house to house and state to state. Easy.
Yeah, he's talking about what I was saying earlier with the kids. I think not having a stable life.
Okay.
Yeah. I promise you, I get so sad now. I'm like, damn. Like, if you just had the opposite, I promise it would be different for your mind. It's all in the mind. Your mind. Even me, like I didn't have a perfect upbringing either. Like I had things I had to work on before I got married. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that
should come out.
Y'all gotta raise these kids right. Like I'm really getting tired of this. Like raise these kids properly. There's no way.
we gotta raise these kids. You know what I'm saying?
I'm raising my kids properly. Yeah. Some of it's not everybody. I'm saying some people they just not. But no, we all do. We have to. We owe it to them. Stop, letting it be about you. It's not about you. It's about you, your child. You, your child. Y'all.
Yeah, man. So, I appreciate JC for life. I don't think I've seen you before, but I appreciate you for stopping by. But, and we're going to end this stream, guys, man. So, appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you, Coco K, for always showing some love and support. And Snuggles came in. I always say drop the link. But yeah, man, appreciate it, Coco. Okay, thank you.
Oh yes. So, all right, y'all. So we about to end this now.
He said, plus, it's so much easier for a young couple to buy a home than a single parent. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we did, man. Like we had, I had to worry about the house. I had to worry about daycare. I had to worry about a lot of different things. She was homeschooling them. So it was just easier for me to be able to buy a house and stuff like that. And then after that, we sold that one, got another one, and then we worked our way up. So I mean, it's all a process, guys, and it's all about working together as a team. So.
All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. We're about to end this every Saturday at 9 p.m. You catch me and my husband James. But you can catch me. What am I doing this week? Wednesday, me and the real precious, another great lady. We're gonna have a wifey panel. She's not married, but she is wifey like. I'm married, and we're just gonna have, pretty much have more perspective, positivity. Yeah. Have women who, think in a different space. We're going to just talk about topics and stuff every Wednesday. We're going to do that. All right. So we'll see y'all on Wednesday. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right.
Peace.